Hey there, David Moss coming to you today from Resorts World in Las Vegas, where we're going to explore Tesla's Robotaxi scene. It's not quite launched yet, but we're going to give you all the inside scoops, show you where the future depot is going to be, show you where the current parking lot is today, show you the service centers. I'm sure we'll see a cyber cab at some point. But first, again, we're at a casino, we're at Resorts World. This is where we stayed the night. We're going to see if Robotaxi can escape this parking lot. We're on version 14.3.7, so an early look at it, and we're going to see if it can get out of here. We're just on the second floor, so it won't be the toughest task, but see if we can, because it did successfully park us here. Again, we're going to see if 14.3.7 can escape, and we just had somebody remote start the car, so make it even a little more interesting. So if I was going to leave, I would have just taken a left right there, and we could have started our journey out, but this wasn't a terrible route. We are just on the second floor. Okay, I would have gone, sign says to go straight and then right. Okay, can go left. Needs to go straight now. Okay, it's gonna looks like it's gonna figure it out as long as it decides to take a left and not a right. So forced to take the left. Now it just needs to take the left, and unfortunately it took the right. Okay, so similar pattern as it did on the first floor, on the second floor I should say. Now we're on the third. So if it takes a left here, we got a chance. Great. Got a lot of battery life left. You can peep the streak to 23,389.3 miles. Just go straight, car. Just go straight. Just go straight. I always wondered how many people think you're weird for using church signals in parking garages. Okay, Wrangler waited for us. Car did not hesitate. That was a great move. Now just take a left, car. Take a left. There we go. Beautiful. Go down straight. Go down straight. Go down straight. There we are. So 1-4 correction. And it has figured it out on here. And we're going to be on here. And if I filled out my form correctly, we should have free access, and it is. The car goes immediately. Read the license plate, and we've successfully made it out. So we were right by Tesla's East Sahara Service Center, in the vicinity of there, not too far away, less than a couple blocks. But we're in model washer validation. Why heaven? You can see the traditional red and the blacks, all of these basically with Nevada plates. Like you can see some other stragglers like this Legacy Y and this Highland Model 3. But as a whole, you can see there, I've counted with my own eyes over 80, yes 80, 80 validation Ys in this parking lot. And as you can see as well, we got some golden boys there. The one that just drove by as long as there as well. I've seen over 5 in this parking lot. But you can see validation Y, validation Y, validation Y, validation Y, validation Y. They're coming, ladies and gentlemen. They're coming for Zooks. They're coming for Motional. They're coming for Waymo, who's mapping. Yeah, there's a great shot of all the cyber cabs. They're staying respectfully on the sidewalk, public road, but you can see all those golden boys in their glory. Here's another cyber cab. Those are all ones with steering wheels. Tesla has the permits that they need to launch. They've just not decided to. As of this date, early August. Yeah, there's more of them. So about 10 or so. The validation Y, validation Y. I mean, the whole lot has them. All the washers. All the goodness. Over here is probably just overflow from the dealership. Service center nearby. But you can really see that they're trying to expand heavily. Not the Model Y, but again, David Moss, boots on the ground, always for the win. So we're at their East Sahara Center. So you can see back there, no trespassing. I've never seen that with the barbed wire fence at any supercharger. But you can see it ramping. Maybe something's back there. Fortunately, we can't get a good look. But let's see on the other side of the service center. Maybe we can see something. Look at this sweet Cybertruck wrap. Cool. But on here, so yeah, just the service side, but no Robotaxis, validations, or cybercaps here at the showroom. So another pit stop. This time we're at the Mega Charger in northern Las Vegas, right by Las Vegas Motor Speedway, right off Interstate 15. Look at those gas prices. This is where it's going to be. It's a 4 stalls, but it's actively under construction. I've been here previously, or they're working on it, but this is where it's going to be in, and then the 4 stalls, there's semis already in them right now, but right around this corner, right where this Ismael's trucking, that's one of the spots. So it's these 4 spots here. Just 1, 2, 3, 4 across. They'll be back in like this. They are not pull through. I repeat, they're not pull through. But let's see what we can get. Must be a lot of people on their brakes. But you can see more electrical work being done. So we're at the West Sahara Service Center now. Gonna explore. I doubt we'll see any Robotaxi Ys here, but it doesn't hurt to look. Of course, you always have a ton of Cybertrucks now at service centers with the ongoing PCS issues. At least they cleared up that they're gonna pay for them all. This is very tiny service center. Do not enter. Let's try to go around the other way. But I mean, I don't even know I'm coming over here. I mean, it's quite the find to find the 80 plus to begin with. But yeah, exit only. but on there. So nothing to find, but now we are on our way to the new depot, future depot, I should say. But looking around town, we've struck gold. Here's the real heavy hitter though. We're at 6162 Mohawk Street, and we're at Tesla's new future depot. It's over 30,000 square feet, 37,000. My memory serves me right from my earlier video. Should have prepped that, but look at this. We got private chargers, 8 stalls, all version 4 posts. Not sure about the cabinet, but you can see really great in there actually. You can see there's one of the validation Ys, or what I can only imagine is, and you can see more vehicles for this future operation. But you can see heavy security presence. You can see these people actively work here. These 2 vehicles were here last time I was here as well. But a massive building. And we'll take you all the way around the side, but not crazy on the car parking side. I mean, the lot itself is huge. Maybe they plan on parking them inside. There's plenty of spaces here, but they also are going to need a whole bunch of cleaning operators and such before the cleaning robots scale. I imagine a long time you won't have the software to just drive the vehicles, and there'll be people manually moving them, but I could always be wrong. But again, another day on the sidewalk. So there's actively doing more work. You can see the paint on the ground. This is the call 811. The red means power. So they are doing that. That was not here last time I was here a couple weeks ago. So there is more stuff being built. I mean, as you can see, this is all empty lots. Future road, you have another very similar size building here, but this is the perfect way to gather the scale of this building is over here in the corner, but it's absolutely massive. 37,000 square foot figure does not do it justice. They have 6 bays for lifting the car up. There's been permits about tire equipment. And they're gonna have to do all the rotations. They're gonna have to do all the swaps, repairs, you name it. But the huge kicker here, and we'll let this plane pass by, but the huge kicker again is the autonomous car wash. Permits specify Robotaxi style car wash. I can't remember the exact wording, but talking about their fleet. So when I first heard that permit, I thought they were going to buy out like an old car wash, but looks like it's getting integrated into here. This is a new building. It's so new that the satellite image and the roads don't even come up on the Tesla nav. That was a struggle with the FSD getting here, and they're the first people to lease this building out. They do not own it, they lease it. I don't know if it's through a shell company or what. I don't believe so, but just because there's these other ones in the complex. But they leased this starting late last year. It was through 2031, so a 6-year stint, long period of time. I really couldn't tell you why, if they've had this building since late last year, that they haven't been using it. But that's probably a story for another day. That we'll probably learn that at some point. Maybe it's just not done in there. But they seem to be scaling up, because as you saw, like earlier, we had those cars, the 80 plus, close to 100 Model Ys with camera washers, and then the 10 or so Cybercabs. But those are all by the service centers where I was getting at, where they get cleaned and such, which is a similar strategy they currently use in Miami, Houston, and Dallas. Austin, they don't do that. They have their own private facility. And I'm not sure about Tampa and Orlando because I have not explored those myself. I believe it's the same in Orlando because what was I saying? Because it's right next to the service center, the zone is. And then in Tampa, I'm not sure where it is. I've heard the Tampa area geographically is the worst in terms of quality. Like, it's in a bad neighborhood is what I mean to say. But essentially that's it. That's the Robotaxi scene in Las Vegas, Nevada. David Moss signing out. Thank you for tuning in. Will be a lot more adventures leaving here, going to Phoenix. We'll explore that in the next video. Phoenix's operations, very similar video here's today. And then we're going to be going to Texas for more Robotaxi content with Spencer at Scott's Rule 08. Thanks, everybody.